News, the first and only local news in the nation's capital in high definition.
Right now, a storm sign. Doppler 9000 is tracking a system that's about to wallop us with wicked winter weather.
But first, breaking news out of Chicago. A passenger plane from Baltimore lands hard in Chicago tonight, running right off the end of the runway. We've got the amazing pictures for you to see and exclusive reaction from a passenger who lived through this rough ride. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us on this busy night. I'm Tracey Neale.
I'm Todd McDermott. Southwest Airlines Flight 1248 from BWI Airport slid off the runway at Midway Airport in Chicago, through a wall, and into traffic in snowy, icy Chicago. The plane was making a stop to pick up more passengers before taking off for its final destination, Las Vegas. 9 News reporter Cindy Penny is live in the newsroom with more. Cindy, I understand the plane actually struck at least one vehicle.
It did. One, possibly two. Tonight, Midway Airport is closed. I spoke to one of those passengers by cell phone just a short while ago. Stanley Penn of Upper Marlboro said his plane circled the Chicago airport for 30 minutes before getting the all-clear to land. Trouble was, it wasn't clear at all. It's a snowy, slippery night in Chicago. There were 90 passengers on Southwest Flight 1248 from BWI to Las Vegas. Stanley Penn of Upper Marlboro was on board with his girlfriend, the two heading for Nevada to celebrate Stanley's 26th birthday. But as the plane prepared for a stop at Chicago's Midway Airport,
everything seemed pretty normal until it looked like to me we weren't slowing down. So when we finally coming to the end of the runway, and we hit a barrier. A guest came through a fence, hit a barrier, and the front dipped down. Now I could see the landing gear collapsed in the front, and we were taking out little poles and other things, the wings and stuff tearing up, and we just came to a resting point, in the intersection.
When this gets cleared out, we'll let you back in.
That intersection was 55th Street and Central Avenue in Chicago. And when the plane slid off the runway on this snowy, windy night, it slammed into a car on the road. What was it like on the plane?
Just real bumpy. Everybody's kind of bouncing around, luggage and stuff was bouncing around, and we started smelling like burnt plastic and kind of like real smoky outside. And they just, once we came to a stop, I guess they didn't really know what to do. So they were sitting there, and everybody's looking at each other and just telling us they were going to keep us on the airplane for a minute.
Well, there were no past injuries among the passengers and crew, but the plane reportedly hit one vehicle and pinned another beneath it. Now, 2 people from the cars were reportedly injured. The passengers used inflatable slides to get out of the plane, and Stanley told me he and the other passengers were right now on a shuttle bus heading to a hotel. Obviously, any plans for getting to Las Vegas tonight are canceled. Finally, tonight's accident comes 33 years to the day after a crash at Midway Airport that killed 45 people. Todd and Tracy. All right, Cindy Pena, thank you. All right, now let's go to 9 News meteorologist Topper Shutt for more on the role that weather played in this rough landing. And Topper, we can only imagine that snow on the ground and in the air had to be a factor.
Yeah, visibility, Tracy, was down to 1/8 to 1/4 of a mile. It's heavy snowfall. It had anywhere from 4 to 8 inches. Let me show you the satellite picture, and we'll see this video there. Now, the snow is about to end, but that said, it was a very, very tricky landing and very, very slippery. Let me show you the satellite picture. We'll kind of zoom in. You can see the snow pushing out of Chicago. Now, this is the same system that's coming in here, and we'll come back. We'll see the snow is almost over with Chicago, but they had heavy, heavy bands of snow. We'll come back and talk about whether or not it's going to be snow or ice for us. Todd, Tracy?
Topper, thank you. Stanley Penn told me tonight he couldn't tell whether they're on the runway or on the grass outside the runway. It was so snow-packed. Speaking of which, now to our other top story, a winter storm that could get real nasty here overnight.
A live look outside now where a mix of snow and ice will be falling fast and furious anytime around the metro area. And we want to know who's going to get hardest hit and when it will end. Let's check back with 9 News meteorologist Topper Shutt to find out details about when we're going to see it here. We know some other areas are already starting to see snow. Topper?
Yeah, in fact, emails from someone just west of Cumberland, 2 inches of snow on the ground. And that's the area where we think it's going to be all snow. That's the easy part. Let's go to the weather computer. We'll talk about a couple of things before we give you the totals. Winter storm warning now in effect for pretty much the entire metro area, and that covers everybody pretty much north of Prince George's County and also into Calvert County as well, and a winter weather advisory down to the south. This is more, not for snow, but more for ice across the area. Here's the radar. We'll put this into motion. You can see the snow encroaching. Now, a lot of this is not reaching the ground. In fact, it's evaporating before it reaches the ground, but out toward Cumberland and the mountains, already moderate snow showing up. We'll come back. We'll talk about the timetable for the snow And we'll talk about the amounts because this is going to be sort of the opposite image of Monday's storm. You folks that had a heavy snow south of town, you're not going to be in the bullseye for snow this time, maybe the bullseye for an ice storm. And folks to the north and west in the mountains that had very, very little snow, in fact, Hagerstown had less than an inch with our last storm, they're in the bullseye this time. We'll be right back, guys.
All right, that's the information everyone's waiting for, Topper. From predicting how much snow will fall to what's actually falling out there in some spots already, our team coverage shifts now to Leesburg, Virginia, and 9 News reporter Doug Buchanan. So, Doug, what's it like out there in Virginia?
Well, Trace, I know it's hard to believe, but literally at 10:57 Eastern Standard Time, the first little trace of flakes began to fall here in Leesburg. So it appears, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is almost over. Tick-tock, tick-tock, the waiting game continues, with all eyes aimed at the sky, scanning for the inevitable.
Unfortunately, I have to come into work, so I'll have to brave this storm.
So you're working tomorrow?
I'm working tomorrow at 8 a.m.
One Northern Virginia man was told not to come home empty-handed and unprepared to do what will need to be done come daybreak.
The higher power told me I'd better come home with these 2 items or don't come home.
A shovel in case it snows.
Shovel in case it snows, and I guess this stuff will melt the remnants of what I don't get.
But so far, the only snow on the ground is days old.
Snowman. We're going to build snowman tomorrow.
Instead of going to school.
That's right.
Leaving kids contemplating that age-old winter question. Are you doing your homework tonight?
Yes.
Just in case?
Yeah. It's always good to be safe.
But do you think you're going to school tomorrow?
Probably not.
So you won't have to do your homework on Sunday?
Yeah.
Smart man. And until what falls has fallen, plow drivers won't know if they'll be pushing snow or melting ice.
Right now, we're just sitting here waiting on it.
And you don't know whether it's snow, ice, or a little bit of both.
Right. It could be anything. We don't know.
And because I obviously don't know, I have, but I don't need, my little sled, my umbrella, my snow shovel, and my snow boots. Not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Live in Leesburg, Doug Buchanan, 9 News.
I'd pick them up real quickly because you never know. You just might need them. Thanks, Doug. And you can count on 9 News for continuing coverage of this latest winter storm. We will have a special Storm Watch edition of 9 News this morning, starting tomorrow at 4 a.m.
In other news proceedings, Fredericksburg police make one arrest and expect another in a bizarre assault involving 2 men who were building a snowman. The 16-year-old in custody right now tonight is charged with felonious assault. The attackers knocked down the snowman the first time. Then they came back for the real attack, in which the victim was struck in the mouth with a gun.
The fact that somebody running around the street had a handgun, you know, concealed, stuck in the waistband, and then just pulled this gun out and assaulted this guy with it. And, you know, if you're willing to do that, how far away from pulling the trigger was he?
Family members say the victims had never seen their attackers before. They caught part of the attack on tape, which may have been the key to making an arrest.
Well, 2 men are lucky to be alive tonight. Their angry girlfriends allegedly tried to have both of them killed. Fairfax County Police arrested the 2 women in 2 separate incidents. Police say 33-year-old April Shiflett paid an undercover police officer to have her 22-year-old boyfriend killed. Tonight, the Mount Vernon area woman is in jail, being held without bond, and she is not alone. 27-year-old April Davis of Fairfax is also jailed tonight. She, too, faces similar charges. Police say, just like her friend, April Shiflett, this woman also tried to hire an undercover officer to kill her ex-boyfriend.
Identity theft hits home for thousands of Virginia college students tonight. Reynolds Community College in Richmond advises that personal information, including Social Security numbers, is posted accidentally on the Internet. More than 25,000 former students are being notified and provided information on how to deal with that problem. The people affected attended classes at Reynolds between 2000 and 2003.
It is the must-gift of the year for the holidays, but it is possible bad news tonight for thousands who pre-ordered it.
Meanwhile, a panda finally goes public and the people go gaga.
And it could turn the medical world upside down. Wait until you hear what sauerkraut can cure.
That's what it
an
says.
interesting one, huh? Talk about that when we come back.
car?
Yeah. I'm getting a new car, but I'm nervous about the whole trade-in game. I just wish I could avoid it completely. That's one more hassle I don't need.
If you're in the market for a new car, but have a car you need to sell, come to CarMax first. We'll make you a cash offer for it on the spot, so you have the upper hand. And we'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours. Sell your car to CarMax. CarMax, the way car buying should be.
I'm meteorologist Topper Shutt. Here is live Doppler, and we're looking at it beginning to fill in now, the donut effect. Already some snow showing up out toward Warrenton, and west of I-81, some moderate snow showing up. Now, because this is going to be snow and sleet, we need your eyes. Log on to our website, WUSA9.com, and fill out our storm report and email it to us. We'll be right back.
A sermon titled this week on WUSA TV Channel 9 is entitled From Fear to Rejoicing. I'm Pastor Jack Morris. This is Kate.
We wish you a happy 100 day. We wish you a happy 100 day. We wish you a happy 100 day for a happier new year.
'Tis the time to see the 2006 Honda Pilot. It's spacious, it's comfortable, and even better, it's the most fuel-efficient 8-passenger SUV. Don't wait too long. Lease a Honda Pilot for $259 a month with a total drive-off of $1,500 for well-qualified customers.
Happy Honda Days.
Marshall's Law of Gifts for God. Number 9. For an elegant gift, shirt and tie are required. Number 75. All men want premium cable without the premium price tag. Come to Marshall's where you'll find thousands of new men's gifts every week at up to 50% off department and specialty store prices. Law number 91. For what most people pay to give one man a gift, you can give many. Famous brand name gifts, unheard of prices. That's Marshall's Law.
Exit ramp 14. Left on Madison. Turn right. In 50 feet.
Life comes at you fast. From fender benders to the completely unexpected, Nationwide Insurance has you covered.
Nationwide is on your side.
Give entertainment. Give fun. Give possibilities. From MP3 players to digital cameras to gift cards. This holiday, there are more gifts to give at Best Buy.
WUSA-9 is a proud partner of the GW Mammovan, offering free or low-cost mammograms to eligible women. Log on to WUSA9.com for scheduled locations. Novex salutes the men and women serving overseas this holiday season.
Hi, I'm Charlene John from Youngstown, Korea. Wanting to say hello to Mitchell Island, Nia Lake from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Merry Christmas.
A new warning tonight about potential problems with Paxil. The FDA warns that studies indicate a significant increase in the risk of birth defects when the antidepressant drug is used during the first 3 months of pregnancy. Research now shows that women who take the drug are twice as likely to have a baby born with a heart defect. And never mind that vaccine. Eating sauerkraut may be the way to beat the flu. Korean scientists claim several chickens infected with the avian flu recovered after eating kimchi, a Korean version of sauerkraut. The Seoul scientists need a lot more study to back up that claim, so you will have to take the sauerkraut claim on faith. Nutritionists, however, are impressed, saying sauerkraut's main ingredient, cabbage, is a very healthy food.
Would-be givers of one of the hottest holiday gifts of the season may have nothing to wrap this year. There appears to be a shortage of Xbox 360s. Folks who pre-ordered the games months ago are complaining now that they still haven't received one. The game maker, Microsoft, says it is sending out them as soon as they come in, and the company believes that all pre-ordered requests will be filled.
But it's an excuse to wait till somebody's birthday now, I think. Tyshawn is a very big hit at the National Zoo. No disappointment there. The cub is getting rave reviews from fans who made it to the public in the fur debut this morning.
Look at that.
Panda fans from near and far were very excited about getting that first close-up look at the little cub.
I watched him since right after he was born, almost every day, and he's just so cute.
It's crazy. I heard there's 13,000 tickets that were given away online, and I heard they were even going up on eBay for $200 and $300 a pop.
They're giving away free tickets every morning to get in line. They start selling them at 8 a.m. More than 40,000 people will actually visit Tyshawn at the Panda House by the end of the year.
Still cute. How can they not? But be careful with the eBay tickets, though, because we did a report before saying that they might not honor them. So,
I'm really surprised you weren't out there.
Yeah,
the night is young.
I could be out there later. Although tonight, no, probably
Well, you know what? It would be a good time to go. You wouldn't have much competition tomorrow, but it'd be pretty miserable. 6 to 10, exactly. Now, here's the deal. No matter what falls tonight, we're going to see it all. We'll see snow, sleet, and freezing rain. It's going to be a mess tomorrow morning, no doubt about that. I do not think this is going to be remembered as a snowstorm in the immediate metro area, more of an ice storm and a mess. All right, let's start with the satellite picture and the radar combined. There goes all the snow through Chicago into the Great Lakes. In some respects, they're kind of stealing our snow. That's the first storm, and really, that's got the best chance of giving us snow. The second storm is still developing down to the south and to the east. So as we zoom off to the east, we'll see that we're in pretty good shape in terms of snow right now. It's just to our west, but we talked about it beginning by midnight. So it's the opposite of Monday's storm. The bullseye is north and west. Time frame is now through about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, so it's a very quick hitter. And it's already cold, so what falls is going to accumulate. Again, the opposite of Monday's storm when we waited for it to get cold at night. And a 6 to 8 hour burst, and again, more ice than snow for the metro area. All snow, we think, Frederick, Martinsburg, Cumberland, out to Garrett County. That looks like a lock. A lot of ice, though, just north of town, even up to the Frederick County, Montgomery County line. And I think just an ice storm from the districts south and east. So 4 to 8 inches for Frederick, Martinsburg, and Cumberland. Again, 4 to 8 for those folks, not for downtown. North of town, I think 1 to 4 inches. A lot of it will be kind of beaten down once it goes to sleet. And 1 to 2 inches, maybe, tops, south of town. But primarily, we think, more ice. Temperatures, 30 degrees. It's below freezing everywhere, both inside and outside the Beltway. 28 in Pittsburgh and 25 up in Buffalo. So Arctic air covering most of the country. Updated the temperatures for you tonight. Still some upper 20s for lows. 29 in Rockville, 29 in Beltsville, and 29 in Bowie. 30, though, down toward Bethesda, Washington, maybe even a 32 down by the water, Alexandria, and 30 over Tyson, but 28 in Fairfax. So overnight then, winter storm warning into effect. Snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Lows 26 to 31. Winds east-northeast at 10. If you've grown up in this area, you know easterly winds will erode the cold air. That's why we don't think it's going to be a pure snow. Tomorrow, though, the mix will end as snow briefly as we get cold air wrapping around the system. Temperatures 27 to 33. Winds northwest 10 to 15. By afternoon, we'll see some sunshine. That's how quick it's going to move. Partly sunny, windy, and cold. Highs near 35. Winds northwest at 10 to 20. The next 7 days, we actually raised temps a little bit on Saturday, 45, 41 on Sunday, and then we're back in the Arctic air on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, perhaps a snowflake on Wednesday. And reminder, we're here for you for closings and cancellations, and also WUSA9.com.
You'll be here in the morning.
We'll be here early.
Very
Did
early.
you say we'll be here
You'll be here in the morning?
Yeah, aren't you?
I'll be here at 5.
Well,
Not
okay,
4.
well,
I think
that's
4 is
different.
just pushing it a little.
You want to just sleep under the desk?
I could do that.
You probably would.
Plenty of room. It's nice and warm down there, too. So how warm was it for the Wizards tonight?
Well, they were up 1 at halftime, and let me just say they weren't up 1 when it ended, and you won't believe how not up they were when it ended. The Wizards have had moments, folks. They just can't seem to string 2 good ones together. Another chance for a win streak at Indy tonight. Would they remain? It seems that they would, stuck on 1 in a row. Plus, the sister act at the phone booth tonight, Venus and Serena making their DC debut. We'll hear from them both. 9 Sports after this.
You could go to a department store and buy this adorable teddy for $38. Or you can go to Ross and buy the same teddy, plus slippers and a robe, and still have money left over for another adorable teddy. Ross, there's no comparison.
This holiday season, discover the new Infiniti at the Infiniti Limited Engagement Winter Event. Like the full-size QX56 or the G35 sedan, available with intelligent all-wheel drive that automatically changes when conditions change. See your retailer for 1.99% APR on all 2005 models. But don't wait too long. Infiniti's limited engagement ends January 3rd.
This holiday season, come to Lowe's, where great values on thousands of gifts are sure to bring good cheer. Only Lowe's has this new shop-back wet dry back with a free accessory kit for just $69. We even have this 25-foot Black & Decker auto tape measure for only $24.98. Or let them choose the perfect gift with a Lowe's gift card. And now Lowe's has NCAA-themed gift cards from your favorite schools. So come in or shop online at Lowe's.com and see why there's no place like Lowe's for the holidays.
Woke up this morning feeling fine.
There's something special.
On my mind, something tells me I'm into something good. Start your morning on a high note.
Something tells
Me I'm into
something good.
with new Yogurt Burst Cheerios cereal. A touch of yogurt-flavored sweetness added to the crunch you know and love. And strawberry and vanilla. Are you ready?
At Geico.com, you can handle all your car insurance needs online. It's so easy, a caveman could do it. Seriously, we apologize. We had no idea you guys were still around.
Yeah, next time maybe do a little research.
Gentlemen, are we ready to order?
I'll have the roast duck with the mango salsa. I don't have much of an appetite, thank you.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You better watch out. Santa knows who's been naughty and nice, and he's found watches at a fabulous price. Ross has the same designer watches you'll find at department stores for 40 to 60% less. Ross, there's no comparison.
9 News is sponsored in part by Novak, the powerful choice.
Didn't sound very good. We talked about the
I couldn't see the score, but when you
Yeah.
say, you won't believe it.
Let me hang on to the score because it was promising for a while at Indiana. They're not like, in first place or anything, but alas, the finish was not as good as the start. Yes, the Wizards are coming off a win, but when you need overtime to beat the 3-15 Raptors on your home court, you don't exactly leave the gym brimming with confidence. That made tonight a big deal for the Wiz, who had a chance at their first winning streak in nearly a month. And you may think Paris is beautiful in winter. Give me Indianapolis any day. They wrote poetry about that. Nice start for the Wizards. Gilbert Arenas with the penetration and then the drop-off for Brendan Haywood. Wizards actually led by 1 point at halftime, but then the wheels came off the wagon. Anthony Johnson in the look at spinning and dishing to Jermaine O'Neal, who is really tall. O'Neal had 25, and would somebody please stop ball? Fred Jones just unfettered to the hoop. Wizards end up losing by 24. Arenas shot just 5 for 18. College hoop tonight. GW's first game since the Maryland win, hosting Florida International, and this one wasn't even close. Watch J.R. Pinnock here with the no-look bounce pass to Mike Hall. 13-10 for the kid in the Hall. And, of course, you got to have your pops if you're going to a GW game. Say it with me. Pops, Mensa, Bonsu for the dunk season high. 15 for Pops. Colonials win by 25. They're 6-0. What about the Hoyas in Champaign taking on 11th-ranked Illinois? And Georgetown did just a horrendous job rebounding tonight. Warren Carter misses the baseline jumper, but James Augustine cleans up the mess. Illinois has now won 26 straight at home. They beat the Hoyas by 10. Well, Jim Bowden hit the baseball winter meetings today like a kid who just gotten his allowance. Major League Baseball agreed to increase the Nationals' budget this week, and Bowden promptly went out and spent it. The Nats pulling off a trade today that sent Brad Wilkerson to the Rangers for slugging second baseman Alfonso Soriano. Nats also giving up Tremel Sledge and a minor leaguer, but in Soriano, they get the power bat they've been missing. He's averaged 38 home runs over the last 4 seasons. And if you look at the Soriano-Wilkerson comparison, it's really no comparison. Are we going to commercial here? I can't decide. At least not for the year. Last year, 36 home runs for Soriano, just 11 for Wilkie, who dropped off the map after hitting 32 in 2004. Soriano will play the outfield for the Nats. He did that in New York. Bit of a scare for the Redskins yesterday. Wide receiver Santana Moss left practice early with a hamstring injury. He did not practice today either, but the Redskins say it's not a big deal. He's listed as probable for Sunday. The Redskins' playoff hopes are listed as doubtful, although not quite dead, coming off the St. Louis win. Today's locker room session was brimming with a confidence that didn't exist during the recent 3-game slide.
And we do have a lot of confidence right now, and obviously we have to go out and prove that we can do it twice on the road against teams that we should be successful against. And you know, we need to go out and prove that we're a good team. We haven't done that yet.
And, of course, today is Thursday, which means cuckoo time for Clinton Portis. Meet Kid Bro Sweets. Look, he's selling candy and jewelry out of his ski park, and he goes to the same salon as Little Orphan Annie, so go figure. Finally tonight, there's an expression in the tennis world for off-season exhibition matches. They're called hit and giggles, usually pretty lighthearted, but when Serena and Venus Williams play each other, I don't care if it's for a ham sandwich, it's never lighthearted between those two. The sisters at MCI Center tonight for a charity exhibition. And you think this is fun and games? Watch this exchange right here in the first set. Both players come to net, and Serena nails her sister right in the leg. So much for the giggle. But Venus would get her revenge. She will be top of your screen here. Watch the swinging backhand volley for a winner. Venus takes it 6-3, 6-4. I talked to the girls about the angst of playing each other. Is there an empathy for your blood that you really shouldn't have for an opponent?
We're definitely going for the kill, both of us. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it this way, we both know when we go out there, we're playing quite possibly the best player in women's tennis. And that's what we know we're going out there. So knowing that, we have to be prepared.
And all the proceeds from tonight's match is benefiting the D.C. Ronald McDonald House, which is being rebuilt. It's a nice job by the two Williams.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you, Brett. We are on Weather Watch. Parts of the 9 News viewing area are under a winter storm warning until tomorrow. Topper is back with a final look at the forecast. We'll update the situation in Chicago as well when we come back.
Every time you look in the mirror, every time you put it on, you will remember it was the perfect shopping day. 110 fabulous outlet stores. Savings of 25 to 65% every day. Leesburg Corner Premium Outlets, Route 7 and 15, Leesburg, Virginia. It's outlet shopping evolved.
With Dish Network's everyday low price, you simply get more TV for less. In fact, you could save about $29 a month with Dish Network. That's about $350 a year in savings. So what are you waiting for? Call for Dish Network's everyday low price right now and save about $29 a month. Plus, if you sign up today, you'll get over 60 channels for only $19.99 a month for the first 3 months. And you'll also get HBO, Cinemax, and Showtime free for the first 3 months. Call Dish Network now.
Dish Network, better TV for all.
So tell me, is it true you do more breaks than anyone?
Yes, we do almost 2 million brake jobs a year.
And you guarantee all your work?
Absolutely. Is something burning?
Oh, those are Fred's old brakes. Very funny.
Come to the experts in brakes and maintenance. The Midas Touch Maintenance Package. An oil change, tire rotation, and multi-point courtesy check, including brake check, for just $29.95. For mechanics known for their work and their word.
Trust the Midas Touch.
Holiday parties are right around the corner. Have enough room for everybody?
Then come to the holiday sale at Value City Furniture, where you'll find this 2-piece microswave sectional for just $6.99. Save $500.
This queen leather and wood bed is only $477. Save over half.
Or enjoy this 5-piece all-wood dinette for only $199. Save half and take delivery before the holidays.
For high quality and low prices, it's the holiday sale at Value City Furniture.
Now through Monday.
Saturday night, 7:30. It's a little holiday thing.
No, of course you can bring your girlfriends.
They're all invited.
No problem. Bring them.
Now, what's a few more people?
Do you know how to spell them?
No.
Bring them.
Fantastic.
Whether you're entertaining for family or the whole neighborhood, Giant can make it easier with our festive party platters.
Hello? Hey!
To order, call 1-888-4MY-GIANT. 9 News is sponsored in part by Giant Food.
We have a sad update now on our top story. That airplane accident in Chicago has claimed a young life. Apparently, the plane, the Southwest Airlines 737, that slid off the runway at Midway Airport in Chicago, went through a barrier wall and into traffic, hit one vehicle, pinned another, and a child in one of those vehicles, a 6-year-old child, died. Again, a 6-year-old child has died as a result of that accident. None of the passengers or crew members on that plane were seriously injured. More, of course, in the morning.
We've also learned tonight that members of the NTSB have now left Washington. They're heading for Chicago to determine, among other things, if weather, snow on the ground, and visibility were factors, and weather will be a factor for us tomorrow.
Sure will. Looks like a messy commute no matter what falls tomorrow. I think mainly we're talking about a snowstorm north and west, but ice and an ice storm south and east of town. 1 to 4 downtown, 4 to 8 where it's all snow, and very little snow south of town, mainly ice.
All right.
Thank you, Topper. That's 9 News for tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Letterman is next. Have a great night.
Good night.
See you at 4.
WUSA-9 News wants to hear from you. If you see news happening in your neighborhood, call us right away at 202-895-5700. WUSA-9 News, 202-895-5700.
What's in is always in at TJ Maxx, where you can save on new gifts for him arriving every week. Because let's face it, even Santa doesn't pay full price.
You get it? Got it. Let's do this. Tentative. Ready to go? On my way.
Over 17 million people can connect coast to coast and country to country in under a second to form the world's largest walkie-talkie network. Now get a Nextel walkie-talkie phone for only $24.99. Nextel's available at Sprint or Nextel stores. Sprint together with Nextel.
Critics are raving about The Family Stone. It's hysterically funny and touchingly poignant. A very special holiday treat. Ebert and Roeper give it 2 thumbs up.
You did good.
The Family Stone, rated PG-13, December 16th.
That sure was neat.
Holiday scratchers from the Virginia Lottery. The more you give, the merrier.
As you shop for friends and family this holiday season, please remember those families less fortunate. Give generously to the Salvation Army and help those who desperately need it.
When your car has a problem, you have a problem. Could be your transmission, could be something else. Either way, bring it to AMCO. Whatever it is, no one can find it or fix it better. Get our comprehensive Protect Check free at AMCO, AA MCO.
What's in? The biggest selection of toys ever at TJ Maxx, all at incredible savings. Find the perfect gift for all the kids on your list. TJ Maxx. See what's in this week.
Sports Plus with Brett Haber, Sundays at 11:35 p.m.